This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. Lend my voice to those who can't. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
Welcome back to the Special Chronicles Podcast, where we're giving respect and voice to people with special needs. I'm your host, Daniel Smrokowski. On today's episode, we celebrate International Podcast Day on September 30th with the 800th episode of the Special Chronicles Podcast. Can you believe it? We're coming up on 17 years of podcasting and Special Chronicles and reaching 800 episodes. This week, we'll share with you an all-new 5-minute speech I recently gave to the regional marketing staff of Special Olympics about lessons I have learned as a podcasting legend within the Special Olympics movement. And then we'll transition into an encore conversation with fellow Special Olympics Illinois athlete leader Jose Moreno, where we discuss the art of podcasting about podcasting, sharing some of our best tips for you to get into podcasting yourself. I know many have sent me emails and DMs and messages and have asked me, and so this is the episode for you. Tune in for a powerful episode you won't want to
International
miss.
Podcast Day is September 30th, and you can help spread the word. You may be asking, what can I do to get involved? It's pretty simple. Head over to internationalpodcastday.com and check the suggestions. Then use hashtag International Podcast Day to join the conversation. You can reach out and connect with other podcasters, listeners, and your favorite podcast hosts. Remember September 30th, International Podcast Day, a day-long celebration of the power of podcasts.
Whole gaggle of examples kind of stressing the importance of just giving an athlete a chance, giving them an opportunity. Some of whom have actually joined the call. We've recruited them. They've taken time out of their day to join us and share their experiences. So we're very grateful for them. We'll start with Aaron taking us through two athletes who have podcasts with regards to Daniel and Novi.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Just wanted to introduce everyone to Daniel. For those who don't know, he's a podcasting legend within Special Olympics, the host of Special Chronicles, has been doing it for almost 17 years. Started very simple, and he kind of walked me through some of the things he's learned, how he's grown his podcast into a real platform to be able to share some of the stories that both our athletes have and also just our other leaders within the Special Olympics movement. So, Dan, the podcast man, you want to walk us through a bit about what you've learned over the years and some lessons you can pass on to other athletes looking to get started?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me today. As you all heard, Special Olympics offers great training as an athlete spokesperson. This training can prepare you to transition to become a podcaster, which, as many of you know, is a form of storytelling. First, a little bit about my story. I got trained as an athlete spokesperson starting in 2008. The training gave me the skills and experience in front of audiences and microphones to tell my own personal story. I learned that audiences and listeners respond most to personal stories. As an example, I would tell the story of being made fun of in junior high school and high school. After high school, I discovered that podcasting gave me a unique voice, a pioneer of sorts, as the only Special Olympics athlete as of 2008 to get into podcasting. Within the first year, I learned of the impact I could make through podcasting as a form of storytelling. One of my early listeners was an airline pilot for a major airline. He used the R word we touted on a different podcast. And then he started listening to my podcast. And his perspective then changed. He became a friend and a supporter of my Special Chronicles podcast. For athlete leaders who want to start podcasting, they should think about podcasts they like and then ask themselves, what do they like best about certain podcasts? I would suspect that it's real life, personal stories that grab people. Before I started inviting guests to share their stories, I explored my own. I did that by recording the audio of my speeches that Special Olympics sent me out to give. Maybe my best piece of advice is to start out by giving as many speeches as you can in front of live audiences. As for equipment, I started out using a very simple audio recorder. Over time, my equipment has evolved and improved. Like, I don't know if you can see this microphone that I have here. When I started interviewing guests, I prepared 3 to 5 questions. This is something that your athlete spokespersons can do at either local events or regional games or national games or world games. Since Special Olympics is an always-on movement, we can build a network of athlete spokespersons, including podcasters. One of the beauties of podcasting is that it gives you 2 athlete voices. The guest sharing their personal story and the podcast host introducing their personal voice. As a way to mentor other athlete leaders, I've developed a resource, How to Podcast, found at specialchronicles.com/how-to-podcast, which is also on the slide. Thank you for your time to share with you about my experience as an athlete leader and podcaster pioneer. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Daniel. Yeah, I mean, it's a legendary podcast here. I definitely encourage people to check it out. Daniel also shared an episode that he really liked with Tim Shriver. So they got a good chance to talk through some of those issues.
International Podcast Day is September 30th, and you can help spread the word. You may be asking, what can I do to get involved? It's pretty simple. Head over to internationalpodcastday.com and check the suggestions. Then use hashtag International Podcast Day to join the conversation. You can reach out and connect with other podcasters, listeners, and your favorite podcast hosts. Remember September 30th, International Podcast Day, a day-long celebration of the power of podcasts.
Well, Daniel, the left side is better for me because it shows a better profile.
This episode is brought to you by listeners like you. Please support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give.
The following episode has been previously broadcasted.
This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Podcasting since 2008. This is the show where we're broadcasting disability stories from an insider's perspective, and we are giving a voice to people with special needs. This is your weekly guide to find and enjoy acceptance and inclusion.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. I lend my voice to those who can't. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
Coming up on the Special Chronicles show, episode 370.
We are live podcasting about podcasting. Best practices is all coming up on SpecialChronicles.com and on every major podcast app that you can think of. Welcome back to the Special Chronicles show. My name is Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com and a Thousand Tribal International Global Messenger with Special Olympics and co-chair of the Athlete Input Council at Special Olympics Illinois. And joining me on this fun live to tape podcasting about podcasting, part 2 best practices, is our video producer at Special Chronicles, Mr. Jose Moreno. Welcome, Jose.
Thank you for having me on, Daniel.
And do you want to introduce yourself to any new listeners?
Well, I'm the video producer here at Special Chronicles, and I'm also the Special Olympics Athlete Leader video producer for our Athlete Leader group in Special Olympics Illinois.
And
I also host a show called Live with Jose TV.
And
I'm also the law enforcement torture liaison for Special Olympics Illinois.
And
that's it.
Future SSI GM, maybe.
Maybe I'm a future SSI GM.
Oh, if that Asti comes true someday, it'll be like we'll predict in the future.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Okay. Anyways, so on this show, on a very special live to tape edition of the Special Chronicles show, join our founder and award-winning veteran podcaster Daniel Smrokowski. Oh wait, that's me. And our video producer and digital television host Jose Moreno. That's you.
That's me.
Our podcast digital media production team will be talking about podcasting as we share our best practices. Together, this is the how-to podcast about podcasting, from
everything from costume designs,
what to properly wear,
from scripts,
how to properly write show notes,
from technical equipment,
what tech does one need to record,
and much more to record excellent 5-star quality audio and video podcasts.
For those of you who would like an overview, we would like to recommend that you check out part 1 overview. That makes sense, right? How to prepare podcast interviews that can be found on specialolympics.org, as well as simulcasted on specialchronicles.com. Looking to recording an interesting podcast that keeps people's attention, award-winning veteran podcaster Daniel Smrokowski, Special Olympics Illinois, that's me, offers these tips on how to create compelling content for audio and video podcasts. For more than 10 years, Daniel has produced podcasts that can be seen and heard on his website, specialchronicles.com. And we're going to go ahead and click play on that overview right now. Right now. We should have queued this up, Jose. Oh, good. I don't have my audio. I can't plug this into the. People can't hear this. This is good video. Well, we're just gonna say, go to the specialchronicles.com/how-to-podcast, and you can find the video there, right?
Correct.
So, by the way, we would like to let you know that as Special Olympics athletes, we have skills and abilities beyond sports. In the expert tips in Special Olympics' expert tip video series on specialolympics.org, athletes share their know-how on a range of helpful and popular topics to highlight their knowledge and leadership skills. Athlete leadership empowers athletes to develop leadership skills and utilize their voices and abilities to undertake meaningful leadership roles, influence change in the Special Olympics movement, and create inclusive communities around the world. As athletes gain the confidence that comes with achievement, they feel empowered and ready to take on new challenges and to make use of their abilities. So, Jose, let's begin with the first. Everything from costume design. What do I properly wear for a podcast? I mean, this example podcast and about podcasting, we are really given an example. But before we talk about what to properly wear, costume design, I want to share a funny story that as we were getting dressed in our dressing rooms, aka bedrooms. Our listeners love these jokes, right? So as I was getting ready, my dad was telling me about something that happened a couple weeks ago. You know how all these, in the time of social distancing, all these news anchors are broadcasting from home, right? So some news anchor somewhere a couple weeks ago, had his top on, a professional shirt, but apparently it looked like he had somebody, I don't know if it was a kid, a wife, somebody, a cat, a dog, somebody moved the camera, and it looked like this anchor was broadcasting in his underwear.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about, Daniel.
I didn't see that. Chicago?
No, he's actually an anchor for Good Morning America.
Okay, so a national morning show. So that's an example of what not to properly wear. What's improper to wear is yes, if you do an audio or video, like we'll do an audio and video today, and yes, people can only see the top view, right? Well, to let you guys know, Jose and I are broadcasting in our underwear. All fans are going to love that image. Right?
That is true. Our fans are going to love that image.
It's not a good image for Special Olympics or Special Chronicles, but it's a whole nother story. And you guys, by hearing that laugh track, this laugh track, you know that we all actually have pants on. So that's a good thing. Let me give you another bad example. So you look at the airport at United, right? Not you, I mean me. And you have your work phone in your jacket pocket, and you are going through the security, right? TSA. And you take your pouch off, and it goes through, you put your water bottle through the TSA screening thing, and you go through and you beep. You come back. You take your belt off and your watch off, and and you go through. It beeps. You come back. There's a customer who's behind you, a customer who's traveling on United behind you, who says, "Yeah, the next thing, just take your pants off." No joke. It's true story. I cannot make that up. I think I should be a stand-up comedian because that was true. And so that is what, yeah. So costume design, Jose. It's not just for the movies and TV, right? I mean, even for audio and video podcasts, we need to properly wear, right? Like what should people properly wear?
Well, as a glow messenger, you wouldn't wear a T-shirt or shorts to an interview.
No.
Or if you're interviewing somebody, you should at least wear at least a branding polo that says Special Olympics Illinois or Special Olympics.
Or button. So let's give a couple of examples. If you are in SSIGM, Sergeant's Rival International Global Messenger, there's 10 of us, currently, 10 of us, you wear your, either like what I have, you wear your SSIGM suit. I'm actually only wearing one part of the suit, my white shirt with the Special Olympics branded, or you wear, like we have Special Olympics on one side and Sergeant's Rival International Global Messenger on the other side. We've got some polos, Special Olympics polos. We've got some Special Olympics 50th polos. And so that's some. You could also feel your local program, Special Olympics Illinois, Global Messenger, which I think it should be changed to Special Olympics Athlete Leadership or Athlete Leader, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother conversation we need to have off air with Karen Milligan. But name and dolphins. So Karen, hey, people love name and dolphins on podcasts. And so, or like what you're wearing, Jose, right? Like, that branding, or like you said, a polo, that's the properly, never do it like what you said, Jose. People should never, ever, whether you're being interviewed on TV, whether you're being interviewed on the radio, you're being interviewed on a podcast, or you are hosting an audio podcast or a video podcast or a live stream, never, ever do it in your T-shirt. Now, there is an exception, Jose. Maybe. I don't know. So if people watch the Abu Dhabi Daily Show, say that 10 times fast, Abu Dhabi Daily Show on SpecialOlympics.org, you will see, and that's linked, by the way, if you go to specialchronicles.com/howtopodcast, and where it says audio and video podcast, it links to the Abu Dhabi Daily Show. You see some episodes where I'm wearing a T-shirt, and even my guest, Nasha from Special Olympics Zimbabwe, is wearing a T-shirt too. So do you think that could be an exception? I don't know. It was hot. We were in Abu Dhabi. It was the 2019 World Games summer in Abu Dhabi.
I mean, as long as it's Special Olympics branding, yes. But when you're actually interviewing a, let's say somebody like a police officer, for example, or somebody like that.
A sponsor.
Yeah.
Like Bank of America.
Correct. You should always present yourself in a good manner, because you're presenting a brand, you're presenting Special Olympics, you're part of Special Olympics.
Yeah. You are representing, like what you said, you are representing, you are showing you are displaying the brand, and you need to display it proudly. You need to display it professionally. That's a thing. Just like you see TV anchors and you see they are always dressed professionally. We need to dress professionally too. Now, when we're competing, that's a whole other story. We wear our athletic wear. We wear our T-shirts. We wear our swimsuits. We wear our we wear our athletic uniform. That's different. When it comes to, producing audio and video podcasts, we need to wear a professional shirt, and even down to even your pants. Don't wear ripped jeans. Wear nice jeans, or wear nice khakis. Wear, yeah.
Yeah, and shoes doesn't really matter, but if you have dress shoes, go ahead and wear dress shoes. But if you can't wear dress shoes, you can wear gym shoes. As long as it goes with your attire that you wear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, exactly. So let's move on. Anything else we forgot about costumes?
No, I don't think so, Daniel. I think we covered it all.
Should people wear a clown costume?
No, they shouldn't wear a clown costume. But there's an exception. If a reporter comes up to you, or somebody from a news station comes up to you, and you are competing, and there is some instances that a reporter might want to interview an athlete or a global messenger, and you're competing, then those are the exceptions where you're wearing your athletic wear.
Yeah. That's where the exceptions would come in handy. And another question for you on this before we move on to the next topic. Should you dress like your president and CEO, Dave Green? Should you dress like him? It's a trick question. Kind of.
Well, no, you shouldn't dress like him. But if you have...
Well, what were you going to say? Because I was going to say something else.
But if you have the attire that he has, which is all Special Olympics Illinois branded, you should dress like him.
And perfect segue off of what you said, bouncing off of that, which is why we make a perfect a good team, good co-host and team, is to say dress like Dave Green, meaning dress how he dresses professionally with the correct Special Olympics Illinois branded apparel. So there. Yeah. Should you dress like a law enforcement officer?
The answer is no. You shouldn't dress like a law enforcement officer because those are only for law enforcement officers or firefighters or paramedics.
Yeah.
So
you dress like a... I got one more, okay? Should you dress like a... I had a good one. Should you dress like a Ryan Dempster, formerly of the Chicago Cubs?
If you're playing baseball, yes, you should dress like Ryan Dempster or any of the Chicago Cubs players. But if you're doing a podcast, you should dress professionally.
And seeing that we don't have baseball in Special Olympics, that brings you another,
We do have softball.
Yes, we do. So, yeah, that could be true, yeah. Should you just like Apollo Anton-Ono?
No, unless you're going skiing.
Should you just like Michelle Kwan? For the females out there. Or males. We're not going to judge.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So those are some exceptions. And
yeah, and so hopefully that gives you
reasons
guys...
that you shouldn't dress like a professional athlete unless you're doing your athletic sports.
Yeah. So that's... Yeah. So there you go. Let's move on. Script. How to properly write your show notes. The show notes that we have is actually, I bet, kind of somewhat pre-published it already. But, well, the show notes, this is, when it comes to a script, do we mean a written out script with a whole teleprompter? And because, like, you can do that now on your phone or computer. Like, you can have a teleprompter or your iPad. You can have a teleprompter, like, have this, and and it will scroll, and just like a record. Like, is that what we mean, Jose, or do we mean like a speech but not a speech because it's in bullets? What do we mean? How do we properly write show notes? I feel like you should have asked me this, but
yes, Daniel. So how do you write show notes? Yes, some of us need extra help, and this is where your mentor
or speech coach
comes in, where you can ask them, I need help writing a speech, or I need help writing these show notes because I'm starting to do a podcast, or I'm trying to do a video podcast. And they would gladly help you out because most of your speech coach are your parents. In my case, in most cases. In my case, I don't have my parents as my speech coach. I actually have a speech coach that helps me out, which he was my basketball coach.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So, just a few tips because we do want to kind of move this on. We do not want this to be over an hour show. Bullet points. We remember to keep our show notes in bullet points. And yeah, it's make sure that you have like a good. What I like to do is have it in a like format the topics, format the questions in topics. So it goes from topic to topic to topic to topic to topic to topic like that. And that way it tells a story and it keeps you on track. And I also a helpful hint, and I'll say, I don't know, maybe you can kind of respond to this by saying, I don't like calling an interview an interview. Like how to prepare podcast interviews. I don't like to call it an interview. I like to call it a conversation. How to prepare podcast conversations, because who wants to listen to me ask a question, and then Jose replies, "No, I do not want to hear you ask me a question and me say the answer," because that is so blah. That's a blah. An interview is blah. Just can we say that? I mean, I'm saying that an interview is blah, blah 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 blah. And what I mean by that is, it should be how to prepare podcast conversations. Call it a conversation because it's like friends are talking. You're talking with your friends. You're talking with your family. You're talking one-on-one in a conversation, and that's what makes a podcast. That's what makes a podcast conversation listenable. That's why people want to listen to a podcast. People do not want to listen to a podcast interview. They want to listen to a podcast conversation. There's a difference. Does that make sense? Slash, do you want to reply to that?
It does make sense, 100%. But also, you're talking about podcasting. But in another case is when you do a live stream, you're having a one-on-one conversation. So it's just a conversation as you would with a friend or anything like that.
Exactly. It's a conversation. You didn't interview.
And that's the same thing if somebody interviews you on TV. You're having a conversation. You shouldn't be nervous because you're just having a conversation with that person who at the moment is not your friend, but then down the line becomes your friend.
Exactly. I mean, exactly. And we can give you examples, which goes along the same, these tips that we're giving you on how to prepare for a podcast is the same thing. These are the same tips that you should use if you are going to be interviewed on TV, or you are going to be interviewed on the radio, or you are going to be interviewed on a podcast. Same tips. And speaking off of what you just said, Jose, the person on TV who is going to be interviewing you is not your friend, but becomes your friend. An example of that, case in point. Our friend Rob Johnson, board member, Special Olympics Illinois. Technically, I knew him before he interviewed me on CBS 2 in 2012. But so he interviewed me. I kind of somewhat already knew him before, but still, he interviewed me. And then since then, at all these board meetings, at all these events, we know each other. We're friends. I've met his wife. I've met his son. We've gone golfing. By we, I mean he. At the foundation board, at the Illinois Foundation Board golf outing last year, 2019. By him, I mean we. By us, I mean him. And so it goes to, and I'm sure Jose, you have examples of TV. Who's the one from Fox that you know?
Jake Hamilton. Yeah, he's become my friend.
Yeah,
he does a lot of duck derby, but also I've got an interview in Spanish too from Univision, and they've become my friends. A radio host by Omar Ramos, he's become my friend. He follows me on Instagram.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some cases or some instances where you become friends after they interview you. And you keep that long-term relationship, and you see how they're doing in their radio show, or you follow them on the radio show, for example, or you follow him on TV, you follow him on Twitter, you follow him on Instagram, etc., etc.
Yeah, LinkedIn. Yeah, and now, yeah, good. I want to briefly flash back to the previous topic because we forgot to say two things related to costume design. One, do you wear a hat when you record a podcast, an audio video podcast? With again, these same things apply to if you are being interviewed on TV or radio, or you're being interviewed on a podcast. Same things apply. So, do you wear a hat, a baseball cap, a winter hat?
And the answer is no.
Beanie. Unless
you're doing an event, or let's say you're doing a winter event. Yes, and a reporter comes up to you and says, "Hey, I want to interview you," and you're at that event and you're wearing a winter hat. Yes, that's a case that you would.
Yeah, exactly.
Interview because your hat's cold, or your head's cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and then also, what socks and shoes do you wear? Do you wear sandals? Do you wear gym shoes? Do you wear nice shoes? I would say professional shoes, right?
Yes, if you can handle dress shoes, yes. But if you can't handle dress shoes, you can wear gym shoes.
Yeah. Now what socks? Do you wear John's Crazy Socks? Maybe.
Well, if you have John Crazy Socks, yes, you should wear John's Crazy Socks.
Yes.
But if you don't if you don't have John Crazy Socks, you can wear dress socks.
Yeah.
Or just regular socks.
And one last thing before we move back to the script topic and move on to the rest of the final topics. What underwear do you wear? You didn't know I was going to ask that, did you?
No, I didn't. Well, you just wear regular underwear, I guess.
Can it be Special Olympics branded? I don't know.
If we have Special Olympics branded underwear, yes. I've been trying to get Special Olympics branded underwear for a while now.
I know. Let's see if Chris or Alex or Gina or Bridget will make some. You know what we need is, I've got it. Special Olympics Illinois, in this together branded underwear. Get it? You know, like the in this together t-shirts that we have?
Yeah.
In this together underwear. Because we're in this together.
Hey.
A live audience love this. So, is that a good idea?
I think it is a good idea.
Watch. Alex or Gina or Bridget or Chris, anybody from the marketing team is going to hear this broadcast. Not podcast, like Bob Saget calls it a broadcast on Bob Saget's new podcast. Bob Saget's here for you. There you go. Go listen. Anyways, they're going to listen to this and they'll be like, you know what? That Podman Dan has a good idea. Let's make some Special Olympics Illinois in this together, some underwear. They've got a thing. People are going to buy that. And watch. People are going to buy it, and they're going to... Wait, should I stop saying they're going to strip down? Yeah, let's stop. Let's edit that out. Can we edit that out? Not the whole thing, like just that one little... Yeah, you know, just... Can you just mute my mic, Jose? Go. No, there you go. I did it. I can. Okay, let's move on. Oh boy, people are not going to follow me on Instagram anymore. Anyways, let's move on, Jose. Anything else we want to add to the script?
No, I don't think so. I think the script's fine. Yeah.
Now, let's move on. Before we move on to the next topic that I have in the list, we're going to move on to this. What's on my desk?
Special Olympics branded water bottles?
Water bottle. Not more than one. I only have one branded right now on my desk. I've got branded ones that we're not even going to say those. Actually, let's do one for our sponsor. ComEd. We've got one for our Special Olympics sponsor, United. We've got one for what should be sponsor, Apple. We've got one for our hopefully live audience show sponsor, hopefully, the Chicago Botanic Garden. Okay. Enough product placements. Special. Why do I have a water bottle on my desk? When we're recording a podcast about podcasting. When we're podcasting about podcasting.
You like drinking a lot of water, and water's good for you.
Yes, and there's a reason why I am putting it so I can product place this water bottle. There's a reason why. I'll give you a hint as you tell our listeners. I'll give you a hint.
Because he plays a Special Olympic sport.
Okay, that's true. Not just a sport, a sports, plural, more than one. There's a reason why. Because in order to record an excellent 5-star, high-quality, award-winning audio and video podcast, award-winning, can I say that again? Award-winning, we want to make sure that we have, fill in the blank, Jose, we want to make sure that we have water in a water bottle in your Special Olympics Illinois branded water bottle, because when you record a show, you talk a lot, your throat gets dry, so you need water. You need some H2O. Does that make sense?
That's true.
So, there you go. And notice I said branded Special Olympics water bottle. So you are going to have your branded Special Olympics water bottle, as you wear your Special Olympics Illinois branded shirt, as you wear the Special Olympics John's Crazy Socks, or the polo plunge, as you wear your branded pants, as you wear your branded shoes, and as you wear your branded underwear that you broadcast in. Get it? I should stop talking, shouldn't I?
We should go to the next topic.
We're gonna start a stand-up comedy tour, Special Olympics stand-up comedy tour, right? Hey, I'm trying to pitch that idea to at the World Winter Games in not Sweden, well, what's going to be in 2021. I hope they still have it. So, with that, next topic. What's the next topic? Jose.
Next topic would be
Technical
equipment.
What tech does one need to record? Well, you can be fancy like UCI.
So basically, you should record your video in vertical.
No. That's how not to record your video.
Yeah, not to record your video. You should record your video like this.
Horizontally.
Correct.
Yeah. So we see so many parents, so many athlete leaders, so many people sharing on Facebook, sharing on YouTube, sharing on Instagram, sharing on Twitter, your vertical videos. We do not recommend that. Because one, your video could be picked up on Special Chronicles, and we only like horizontal video for the most part. Your video could be picked up on another digital media TV station, like ABC, or CBS, or Fox News, or CNN, or CNBC, or MSNBC, or PBS. You get the idea. And it's better because your TVs, is your TV a vertical? Tell me this. Is your TV, whether it's your TV or you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook Watch or whatever, is it like, is your screen, for the most part, if you're watching something like this, is it now? Okay, I was going to say, people could say, yeah, it's vertical. Just tone your mobile screen and it's vertical. No, that's not what we mean. It fills the whole screen. It's a lot better if the whole video fills the whole screen. So that's a good tip.
Also, you should, if you have time, you should get a quality microphone.
Let's blow it out. It's in the background. Move it in front of your face. Yeah.
You should have a quality.
Up. Yeah, there you go.
You should have a quality microphone. It could be a lavalier mic. It could be any.
Oh, a handheld mic, or what we told our president and CEO Dave Green, a Britney Spears headset mic. Which, Dave, if you're listening, Sasha, if anyone's listening to this and you know Dave Green, our president and CEO, tell him that he needs to get that because, you know.
Yes, now that he's doing the Fit 5 or the workout videos that he does every Friday.
The School of Strength workout with Dave.
Correct, the School of Strength workout with Dave. I think Dave should have one of the Britney Spears headsets because he moves around a lot.
Yeah.
So it would help him, and that would be quality audio.
And then after he does that, the after show is going to be dance time with Dave. Dance time with Dave. You heard it here. So he's going to love that. We're going to tell him to dance and sing along with Dave. Yes. And then we're going to bring in Britney Spears for the open ceremonies. Whenever we can have open ceremonies again for summer games, it's going to be Dave and Britney Spears. Is she still alive? She's still alive, right? Yeah.
Yes, she is.
So we're going to. It's a good thing I said that. So we're going to bring Britney Spears in and Dave, and they're going to do a duet. They're going to both sing and dance. That's going to be you know how we have entertainment, right? That's going to be the entertainment at the 2021 Summer Games.
How fun that would be really fun actually to see.
I know. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, when we were in Dublin, Dave told me that a lot of people, when they were filling out the surveys that we were doing last year, said that they don't want Dave to always be talking, and they don't want a lot of speeches. So instead of a speech, Dave is going to give you a speech as a dance and sing along with Britney Spears in the form of a
dance
and sing along with Britney Spears. That's so you get not just one, you get a 2-for-1, a speech and entertainment all rolled into one. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna go viral. It's gonna go viral. Not just within all the Special Olympics programs all across the U.S., all across the globe. It's going to also make it on Good Morning America. So, yeah.
I think that can happen.
I think we can make that happen, right?
Yeah.
Because, Dave, if you're listening, we know people who can make this happen. Let's move on. So, audio equipment is a lot of the same audio equipment as what you need to do a video podcast. And again, a lot of these tips you can also use if you go out and you do surveys at summer games or spring games or winter games or fall games or just any event that we do surveys at.
Or if you want to start your own live stream video too, all these tips that we're giving you here are going to help you accomplish that.
Wink, wink to some athlete leaders that we know that are doing their own live videos. Wink, wink at you guys. I'm winking. You can't see with my glasses, but I'm winking. So, when it comes to audio, so what I just got is this Rodecaster Pro. That's RODE. And we will try to put links in the show notes for some of this equipment. /Jose, you have to remind me to do that. And so it comes with, you can plug in 4 high quality microphones. You can plug in a USB. That's how people can hear you, Jose, is through this. I can lower your levels. I can mute you if I want to mute you. You know. Okay. You can also plug in an aux audio cable. So you've got that channel. You've got a Bluetooth channel. That's right now it's muted, but I can call people up on the phone and we can, do that. And then I've got, for the audio clips, and I've got its own channel and that, and you can plug in headphones. It records into a micro SD card, into a 64 gig micro SD card. And so, yeah, that's that. And so basically, and then we've got the Skype. We've got we'll record it on Skype. And so that's some of the audio podcast stuff that you need. That can still work for video too. A lot of it kind of across platforms. Across, yeah. So there you go. That's your technical equipment that you need. Much more to record excellent 5-star high quality audio. Much more to record excellent 5-star award-winning high-quality audio and video podcasts. Anything else, Jose? Because I'm kind of hungry.
No, I think that's it. I think we covered it all.
Yeah, I think we did. You go. I'm looking at that camera. Not that camera. So I'm going to go and stop my Instagram live because I'm going to share that to the story, so you can go follow me there and get behind the scenes fun. So Jose, let's see, what else should we mention on podcasting about podcasting? We are beyond late for we should have taken our sponsor break 13 minutes ago, right?
That's true.
And a PSA break. So let's go and do that. Right?
Let's go and do that.
So you are listening to the Special Chronicles show. I'm Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com and a Sun Tribal International Global Merchandise of Special Olympics. And I'm joined with
Jose, Special Chronicles video producer and Special Olympics athlete and global messenger.
And we do not want you to hit pause. Don't hit pause, right?
Correct. Don't hit pause.
Don't hit pause because you're going to hear some fascinating words from some of the reason why we are able to be talking to you is because of these wonderful people and a PSA. So we'll be right back right here on SpecialChronicles.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by listeners like you. Please support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. This episode is brought to you by
the ComEd Energy Force Ambassador Program. The Energy Force is the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. ComEd is powering lives and radio is powering us here at Special Chronicles. Learn more at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. We thank ComEd for the generous support of Special Chronicles.
We're not just athletes.
We are the ambassadors of an uprising. Peaceful protesters.
In a rebellion against anyone
who has a fear of difference. Difference.
Our demands are
equality,
dignity,
and the recognition of our
shared humanity.
We will not stop
or accept anything less.
Today, our world is
more divided than ever.
And coming together has never been more urgent.
The revolution
is inclusion.
Find out more at jointherevolution.org.
COVID-19, better known as coronavirus, has spread throughout the world. Information about children with this disease is limited, but they are known to have had mild symptoms. Many organizations are responding accordingly depending upon their area. It's best to stay home and away from others, especially when sick, and continue following healthy hand wash guidelines, covering mouth and nose and not touching your face or high-touch surfaces. Clean and disinfect high-touch surfaces regularly. And for more information, please visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Thank you.
You are listening to the Special Chronicles show on SpecialChronicles.com, and my name is Daniel, and I'm a Sergeant Rival International and Global Messenger from Special Olympics North America / Illinois, and I'm joined with
Jose, Special Olympics and
athlete leader, and Special Chronicles
video producer.
And there you go. And just a little behind the scenes note, we totally forgot to play some well, we just were a little late on texting. And speaking of that, I am going to find should I play a blooper? Do you want me to play a blooper?
Sure, you can play a blooper.
I'm going to play a blooper if I can find I just reorganized my desktop, so I'll see if I can find the blooper. They're gonna love that I'm playing this. I am gonna try to do a blooper show sometime, but this is from our Unified at Work series, and I can find it / I think I have it on here. I hope I do. Oh, there we go. Unified at Work. There we go. Oh, there we go. Blooper. So are you ready, Jose, to hear our blooper?
Go ahead, Daniel.
So this is a blooper. I think it's going to play. I hope you all can hear it. I'm going to play it from my computer here. It is. There we go. Let's see if we can play this. Let's see if we can play this. Oh, I don't know why it's. I hope it plays. Oh, that's the app. And we made it to the hour.
Oh, wait, no, you don't have, feel free to add notes. No. Feel free. You don't have that in there to feel free. You don't have that in here. Thank you.
I know. Oh, sorry. I've got it in my binder. I should have just sent you the audio script.
Yes. Well, you know what, though? That wasn't, I didn't totally follow. I forgot the inclusion. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
No, it's okay.
But I didn't do bad, did I?
No, you did great. Should I stop recording?
What?
Should I stop recording? You want me to stop?
Oh my God, wait, you're still recording? Oh my God, does my hair look good? Do you think you can see my hair?
Do my hair look good? You know people can't see you. It's just audio.
Oh my gosh, does this t-shirt make my butt look fat?
Can I put this in the bloopers at the end of the show?
No.
I'm gonna have a blooper. You know what? Someone told me that at the end of the year to have a blooper episode and save all my bloopers. I'm gonna put this as on a blooper episode.
You should.
You're pulling your
that
beer.
Was really fun.
I need to.
We should.
What do you think of that, Jose?
That was a good blooper.
Does this show make my butt look too fat? Let's blooper up. Let's blooper up. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I think we have some funny bloopers, right?
We do.
We do. Speaking of funny bloopers, let's see if we can play this for our listeners from the chat. Where do we? I think, which one was it? What time? Was it a 4:20 or 4:09? Let's see if we can play this. Hey, Jose, I don't want you on that side.
Well, okay, Daniel. Then I'll be on your left side, since that's the better side of my face.
Coming soon on SpecialChronicles.com. Tune in. Podcasting about podcasting. Oh, we have a little too much fun, folks. Right, Jose?
Yeah, we do have fun.
And that's how we want to wrap this up. If you, dear listener, you, dear viewer, want to be able to record an excellent 5-star, high-quality, award-winning audio and video podcast that's both entertaining, it's informative, it's empowering, it's inspiring, it's shows love, shows compassion, shows inclusion, acceptance, and is joyful. Any other adjectives? That is what you want to do. You want to be able to laugh. You want to be able to cry. And you want to be able to laugh. And that is what makes for good podcasting. That is a wrap. Right?
Correct.
So, if you want to be able to podcast for 11 plus years, more than a decade, these are the tips. And how long have you been live videoing?
I'm going on 2 years, actually.
Live video casting? Live video casting. 2 years?
Yeah, live video casting.
2 years, well. So, there you go. There's your tips from your award-winning veteran, more than a decade, 11 plus year podcaster, which is why I'm an award-winning veteran pioneer, and your 2-year live video streamer. What did I say it was?
Correct. A live video
streamer. Live video streamer. Live videoing streamer. Then you guys can listen to us. And if you guys, dear listener, have any questions, you still have questions for us and comments, we would love to talk with you. We would love to talk with you. And you can do so by emailing us feedback@specialchronicles.com or on social media. Just tag us, #Special Chronicles. Ask Special Chronicles. Is that a thing? It is now, because I said it on air. You can also DM us, like all the young kids are doing these days. DM us at Special Chronicles on the Instagram, on the Facebook. Find us on Twitter. Don't find us on Snapchat or TikTok because we're not on those. So, yeah. Okay. If you want to contact us directly, you can find me at PodmanDan, PodmanDan, at PodmanDan on all socials. That's the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter, and the LinkedIn LinkedIn and my Facebook fan page. Just look for my name, Daniel Smrokowski, and you'll find me. And subscribe to my SSIGM journal. Subscribe to our Special Chronicles newsletter. All those informations can be found on specialchronicles.com. And Jose, email Daniel@specialchronicles.com. You can email me or text me. Text me at that same address. That's fine. Text me and I'll get it. I'll get it on my phone right here. Jose, people want to comment, question you?
You can find me on Live with Jose TV on Facebook.
On all social.
Or on Live with Jose TV at specialchronicles.com.
Is your email?
That's my email.
I thought it was Jose. Jose at specialchronicles.com. Either one?
Either one.
Yeah, it goes to the same place. Trust me. We know this. You can also find Jose's Live with Jose TV page, his show page, your show page can be found at specialchronicles.com/Live with Jose TV, right?
Correct.
And that's where you can find links to how to watch the show on Facebook Watch, on YouTube, or just specialchronicles.com/watch LSC TV, Special Chronicles Digital Television Channel, right? Right?
Yes.
So we hope you have enjoyed this. Stay tuned because coming up on sometime later, hopefully this summer, we hope, about 3, we will be having a live roundtable podcast and discussion featuring yours and mine, your favorite, the number 1 Special Olympics Illinois athlete input console leadership team, featuring yours truly, the award-winning veteran podcaster himself at Podman Dan, and the video producer for our AIC leadership team, the at
Live with Jose TV.
Yes, and the at Lisa Noble, the at Eric Secretary, the at Coltrell, Mr. Eric Bauman, and the leadership team member at Kaylee McLaughlin. There we go. Yeah. Oh, and maybe special guest, Karen Milligan, also Illinois staff, and we might prank call a Mr. Dave Breen. Oh, and we almost forgot, new to our ASC leadership team, a Miss Bree. Yeah, right? Hopefully.
Yeah, she's brand new.
Brand new. So welcome aboard, Bree, and hopefully you guys all have enjoyed that. We will be back next week with some more exciting content. Stay tuned, because we have lots of content coming to you weekly. Every week, Saturday, Special Chronicles show. Sunday, the Daniel and Georgia show. Stay tuned, specialchronicles.com. You do not want to miss. And stay tuned to the Live with Jose TV show, right?
That's correct.
So until then, this is Daniel from specialchronicles.com and an SSIGM from Special Olympics. And I've been joined with a
Jose
Mr.
from Live with Jose TV.
And we want to remind you to always show compassion, stay safe, be healthy, stay healthy, and remember, choose
to include.
Until next week, remember, choose to include.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Hey, Jose, are we done recording?
We're still recording, Daniel.
We're still recording? Oh, does this underwear make my butt too fat? Does this Special Olympics branded underwear make my butt too fat? You know that was a good joke, right?
It was.
You say that like it's not serious, right? You know it's a good joke, right?
It was a good joke.
You know I'm going to say that at the next board meeting with Special Olympics Illinois. I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that again. See you guys. Bye. Okay, I just want to stop and make sure this recorded. Okay. Should we stop recording the video? Oh no.
Yes.
Wait, one final thing. Jose.
Daniel.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Special Olympics Illinois in this together branded underwear.
I think we can make that happen.
No. I mean, it's you have to say Special Olympics Illinois branded underwear. Who? So let's say this again. Jose. Yeah. Hey, Jose. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Special Olympics Illinois in this together branded underwear.
Where?
What I'm wearing right now. But does this Special Olympics Illinois hashtag in this together branded underwear make my butt too fat?
Yes.
Yes, it does. That is the correct answer. You forgot to have that, no, did you? Here we go. Let's stop it. Okay, should we stop the video?
Yeah, we should stop the video.
Bye, folks. We'll see you next time.
That's it for that. Oh, where's my video? There we go. That's it for this episode of the Special Chronicles podcast. Thank you for tuning in and for helping us give respect and voice to people with special needs. This has been the 800th episode of the Special Chronicles podcast. In 2 months from now, in November, we'll be celebrating 17 years of podcasting. So yeah, can't believe you guys are still listening 800 episodes later, 17 years later. Thank you so much. If you found this conversation, this episode meaningful, please share it with your friends and family and leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you are listening. You can also visit us at specialchronicles.com. That's specialchronicles.com to find the show notes for this episode, subscribe to our newsletter, and follow us on social media. Big thank you to our partners and sponsor for making this show possible. And until next time, I'm your host, Daniel Smrokowski, and we'll see you next week right here on the Special Chronicles podcast on specialchronicles.com. Remember, choose to include. See you next. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Special Chronicles podcast. Our podcast was produced by Daniel Smrokowski on the Special Chronicles Network. Follow Special Chronicles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Subscribe, rate, and review Special Chronicles on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Our website, specialchronicles.com, where you can stream our archives of over 500 episodes for absolutely for free. Also, there's a list of our favorites, original series, award-winning columns, and blogs. And sign up for our newsletter to receive exclusive bonus content delivered to your inbox. Again, specialchronicles.com. Special Chronicles is hosted by Podbean Podcast Hosting. Our live streams are powered by StreamYard. Thanks, as always, to our business manager, Adam Smrokowski, who always encourages us to never give up. I'm Daniel Smrokowski, back next week with more stories.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.